Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Board Masters with me, Chris Mullins, and tonight I'm going to be playing through Crypt of Chaos by Crystal Dagger Games. I did an unboxing of this last week, so I'll put the link down in the description if you want to check that out. And I'll also put the link to the website for the game if you enjoy what you see and want to check that out in a bit more detail. But tonight I am going to be playing as Cryanthea the Dark Elf. And this mischievous elf is light on her feet and very light-fingered. She feels not a shred of remorse for the hapless innocent she robs occasionally, just for the fun of it. So she's not the nicest of characters. She has 17 health, 0 attack points, which is always a worry, and 1 defense. But her ability is that the Dark Elf casts a spell of awareness on herself and suffers only -1 damage from all traps. If she finds the Amulet of Awareness, she suffers no damage from traps at all. And in many of my games so far, I have definitely learnt to fear the traps. So let's dive straight in. So we've got the dedicated start space, and then you basically work your way through Dungeon Deck 1, then 2, then 3. And let's get started. So in our very first card, we have an unguarded green chest, and we get the Thumping Club. Clubbering monsters with this sturdy wooden club adds +1 to your attack score. So that's a pretty decent start. We have got a Goblin Guard guarding a green chest, and I am definitely not feeling comfortable or confident enough to go after him yet. We have a Shroud Spider. And that again, it's guarding a green chest. I might continue exploring and hopefully find something productive in another unguarded chest, perhaps. Now we have our first Crypt Crawler guarding a green chest. Again, that's what we were after, another unguarded one. Hopefully it's something useful. Of course, it's a gas trap, so as you open the chest, a cloud of poison gas blows straight into your face, lose -3 health. Now obviously with Cryanthea I only lose 1, which is a large part of why I chose to play her tonight, because that -3 is horrendous. So we've got another Crypt Crawler. Now we're getting to the point where I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid combat much longer. I can explore in there. And then we have a Shroud Spider guarding the last green chest. So the spiders are certainly by far the weakest enemies, so I'm going to go straight for those. And they have 3 attack. And with the combat in this game, there's no die or anything, so it's done with this champion attack and monster attack decks. So you shuffle them between each fight, and then you draw cards, and it will give you either a damage buff or you'll miss. So +1 onto my +1 Thumping Club is going to do 2 damage to the spider. As long as the monster survives the attack, they always retaliate, and it's handled in exactly the same way. Oh, +3. So that's going to do 3 damage straight off. That is not what you want. You don't want to be losing 3 damage to a spider. That is a big chunk this early in the game. And then +2 onto my club is going to kill the spider. And we got the Axe of Picking. So rubble is not a problem now. You have this useful pickaxe. You can now pass cave-ins, which obviously we haven't encountered yet, but we will later on. And we have an unguarded yellow chest. And the Skull Crusher. The Skull Crusher is feared by monsters everywhere. Add +2 to your attack score. So we're doing well to find weapons, but not so much anything else. Okay, so we now have a hole that we require the Boots of Bounding to get across, so I can't go that way. I'll have to put that there. And then we... Okay, let me just pause there while I shift everything across. So that's just shifted across now, and this is always going to be the risk with a game like this. You're never quite sure which way the dungeon's going to grow. And then we've got another Crypt Crawler guarding a yellow chest there. I think at this point that spider is at a dead end, so I'm probably going to ignore that one and go for this one. And hopefully I get through this with a bit less damage than the last spider. So yeah, 4 damage, which is going to kill the spider in 1 hit. And what was he guarding? The Boots of Bounding. This pair of boots fit perfectly, and the magic, you may leap over holes in the floor. So now we've opened up this south route down here, but I'm going to continue. And I think actually I will go this way and put that there. So we have a Shroud Spider guarding a yellow chest. And given the relative weakness of the spiders, I think I'm going to go straight in and attack that and hope I can get myself a cheap yellow chest. +1, which is 3 damage, which kills the spider. A large potion. It tastes nasty, but it's good for you. Discard to add +3 health. I'll get rid of that straight away. So that has at least repaired the damage the first spider did to me. And a Goblin Guard. So let's put that there. So there's another dead end. But I've still got an exploration route up here, so let's expand this way. And then we have a Rock Troll, which I do not fancy fighting. So I think the next weakest enemy is going to be the Crypt Crawler. So I'm going to head across to this one because he's guarding a yellow chest as well. And that's going to be 5 health for the Crypt Crawler. +1, so that's going to do 3. And they get their retaliation. Really love the art for the Crypt Crawlers, they look so freaky. So 3 damage minus my 1 defense is going to do 2. And +1, I'm going to kill the Crypt Crawler there. Let's see what they were guarding. Another trap. So you receive a crossbow bolt to the leg and lose 2 health. You also find the chest empty, so I only lose 1 health at least, but even so I am bleeding health at a far quicker rate than I can really afford to at this point. And another hole, but I can leap over this one now that I've got the Boots of Bounding. And an unguarded yellow chest, which is very nice. The Helmet of Hope. You discover an old helmet and try it on. Luckily, it isn't cursed. Gain +1 defense. And the final card of the yellow deck, or Dungeon Deck 2, is a Goblin Guard guarding a yellow chest. So I'm going to run away from him all the way back down here and start exploring dungeon depth 3. And we've got a rock troll guarding a purple chest. Could really do with finding a couple of unguarded... that's what I was hoping for. An unguarded purple chest. This is not what I was hoping for. Runes of Doom. You find cursed runes. All dead shroud spiders come back to life. There should be another one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't kill that one. Fine. Okay. And now I've boxed myself in, sadly. Because that cave in just goes straight into a wall. So I need to find somewhere else to explore. And right, so I'm going to have to go around this way. Fight this spider again. I think this is the one that did so much damage to me earlier, so at least I was able to have the pleasure of killing him twice. And then across this way, I'll go this way and face this crypt crawler. +1, so that's going to do 3 damage. Could really do with a +3 now and again, just so I could get through these battles without taking much damage. Oh, a mist. That's what we wanted as well. I'll take that. There's the +3 when it doesn't benefit me, but still, I'll take it. So that crypt crawler is now dead, and he was guarding another trap. Another crossbow trap, so that's another 1 health lost. And all it did was open up the path to another rock troll. Okay, I think I'm going to have to suck it up and go after one of these goblin guards. So I'm going to go all the way back up here to this one. And these have 8 health. +1, so that's 3. And +1, so that's going to do 4 damage minus my 2 defense. And this is where I actually really like that it makes combat a lot harder in sort of the more drawn out a battle is, because with a die, obviously you have the chance of getting a 6 every time you roll, provided a 6 is what you want. Whereas with this, once you've drawn out that +3, you're not going to get it again until you've gone all the way through the deck. So it does limit the luck factor, and it's a lot more consistent, but it does mean that you potentially take a lot more damage early on. So there's another +1, so that's going to do 3 damage, leaving it with 2. And that's +1, so again another 2 damage. Did not want to be in single digits already. +2. So I seem to be getting decent cards at the times when I don't need them. So that's that goblin guard killed. And what did we fight? Another trap. Amazing. Okay. Well, I mean, I suppose it does show the strength of Cryanth here, and that everywhere, generally I would have lost 9 health by now just from traps. I think I had some green chests mixed up here. All right. Okay. So at least, yeah, I've only taken 4 damage instead of 9. So we've got an empty hallway and an unguarded purple chest, which is usually nice. The last one didn't help me. Armor of Awesomeness. You poke the heap of old armor, expecting it to attack. It doesn't. Gain +2 defense. So that's handy. And a Crossroads. So I'll jump across to there. The Fire Wraith can go here. Unguarded purple chest. The Ring of Ruin. You found a cursed ring. All dead crypt crawlers come back to life. Okay. One there and one there. Another ring wraith. Fire wraith, sorry. I'll put that up the top there. And the Boots of Bounding I'm going to have to put here. And then come back up here. So I think I'm going to have to tackle one of these, or potentially both of these fire wraiths. Well, I'm going to have to do a lot more fighting because I haven't found either of the sword or the key yet, sadly. Okay. Right, let's brave it. Let's go for this fire wraith. I'll do it with the +1, so I'm going to do 3 damage. +1, so that's going to do 5. So it's only going to do 1 damage, so I can live with that. Missed, could have done without that. +2, so that's now going to do 2 damage to me. +1, so 2 +1s and a missed. This is definitely not going well. So what was she was on 12, so it's now on 9. +1. So I'm now down to 4. +2, so at least there's 4 damage back. Oh, missed. And +3, so I managed to kill it off in that go. And I've got the Key of Freedom, which is at least one of the final items, but I don't think, and now we found the lair of the dragon, I don't think I'm going to be able to survive long enough to, well, certainly not to take on the dragon with only 4 health. Okay. Well, I know there's a stronger weapon out there, and there's the sword. I think the sword is a yellow treasure. So I'm gonna have to fight this crypt crawler and get past that. +2, so that's going to do 4 damage. +1, so that's going to do 3, which my armor will swallow up, and then I'll miss. +2, which my armor will swallow up, and +1, which I will then kill it. And trundle along. I suppose if I kill this shroud spider. Missed. There's no point drawing for the spider because even with +3 it can't damage me. I'm just waiting to kill it. There we go. And then let's fight this goblin guard and see if we can at least find the sword. +2, so that's going to do 4. And +2, so that's going to do 1. And +2, so that's going to kill it. So I found the sword. But I only have 3 health. And I don't have the strongest. I don't have the gloves. I don't have the strongest weapon. I think I'm going to circle round and attack this crypt crawler that I left alive. And hope that there's a little potion there. Or the gloves, perhaps. +2, so that's going to do 4 damage. Missed, perfect. +3. Again, getting a +3 when just any old hit would do. And that is the glove, so at least I'm fully armoured up. Let's go and attack this shroud spider. Again, I may as well just draw rather than shuffle for the sake of it, because the shroud spider at this point isn't a threat. And there's the amulet of awareness, so now traps will do no damage to me, but I've set them all off, so that's no benefit. So I'm hoping this goblin is going to have a potion there. But is it worth it? Because it's going to be a green chest potion, which I think is +1. That's probably going to do... Well, I've got 5 armor now, so it's only going to actually hurt me if it gets the +3. Oh, but me missing on my first attack is not going to help. Oh, but at least the goblin did 2. There's my +3, so I'm going to do 5. They're going to do 4, which isn't going to hurt me. And then I'm going to do 4, which is going to kill it. And there's my small potion. So I get 1 health back. And then... So... There's a purple item there, purple one up there. So one of those must be the +3 potion and one of them the sword. So I think I'm going to try and negotiate my dungeon down to face this rock troll. Again, at least at this point, the rock troll is only going to be able to damage me with a +3 card. It's +2 for me, so that's 4 damage straight away. +1, so that's not going to do anything. +1, so that's another 3. +2, so that again is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's just going to bounce off me, and that's my 5. +1, again bounced off me, +2. So I don't think I've ever got through a rock troll fight without taking a point of damage before. And that is the large potion, which gives me another 3 health. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I now have 7 health. I can go for the dragon. They're gonna do, I'll be able, I can absorb, I don't know, I can't remember. I know it's got a +3 and a +2, and I think it's got 2 +1s. How many cards are in here actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it must have 2 +1s, a +2, a +3, and 2 misses. So it's going to do 7 attack in its first 6 rounds, which will kill me. I'm going to do 5. I must have a +3, 2 +2s, and 2 +1s, and 1 miss. 6. So the only way I'm going to kill it, well, I'm not going to kill it, because I can do 15 attack with 15 damage with my 6 turns, and he can do more than that. He can do 7. So I'm going to have to chance it and go after this Fire Wraith and see if I can have a similarly successful escape as I did with the Rock Troll, and find the extra damage weapon, I think. And I've missed straight away. Okay. And +2, so that's going to do 1 damage to me. This is exactly what I didn't want to happen. +1, so that's 3. Missed. +2, so that's another 4 gone. Missed again. +1. +1, so that's going to do 5 damage, which isn't going to hurt me. +2, so I'm going to do 4. Could really have used my +3 there. And now they're going to do 2 more damage. That's where it's backfired. And now again the +3 comes out at the point where I don't need it. And the gamble will be futile. So I've got the Mace of Malice now. So swing into action with the Magnificent Mace of Malice, add 3 to your attack score. So let's just go to the dragon and see how long I can last. If I get my 4 attack cards first, and the dragon gets its +1s and misses, then I may still be able to do it. Okay, so that's 5. No, I didn't. +3. So I've got 1 left already. +2, so that's another 5. No, I may as well just swap that for that. +1, and that's the end of that. So defeated. Yeah, so as ever they had their misses as the lasts. Oh well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I've heard said in the past, and unfortunately in that game. I had terrible draws with the loot. I managed to work through all of the traps before getting the Amulet of Awareness, and yeah, it just chips away at your health, unfortunately. And then I had terrible draws with the attack cards that I only ever got the +3 at the end of the fight when it wasn't needed, and so I was just incredibly inefficient with my combat. But still, it is a really fun game. I really, really do enjoy it, even though I am not great at it. I've only won once so far. But I'm definitely improving in terms of the strategy, because I think when I first started, I think it's a hang on from my video gaming, where I'm always been obsessed with exploring every nook and cranny, killing everything I come across. And in a game like this, that's just not going to work, because you cannot absorb that amount of health unless you're exceptionally lucky and get great draws all the time. You're just never going to be able to do that. But I hope you enjoyed that playthrough. Again, check out their website if you want to learn more about the game. And I think I'm probably going to do a two-handed playthrough next week, or two-player if I can get Stace to join in if she's free. And yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. So look after yourself, stay safe, and have a good one. Thank you. Bye-bye now.